Hi everyone. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to offer assessment packages inside an ATS and receive recruiter-initiated orders using Unified's Assessment API. This is not a status trigger workflow. This is an embedded model. Recruiters browse your packages inside the ATS, place an order, you receive it via webhook, and then you push results back so they appear directly in the ATS. By the end, you'll have the full loop working. You publish assessment packages through Unified. Those packages appear in supported ATS platforms. When a recruiter orders one, Unified sends you an assessment order webhook. You process the assessment. Then you update the order with structured results, score, and a results link. And the recruiter sees everything in the ATS. First, you create an assessment connection. Unlike typical ATSO AUTH connections, these are partner-style connections. They're created manually and authenticated using a partner API key. In practice, you create a connection with an integration type like Greenhouse Assessment and Auth token, which is your partner API key. And then your customer configures their ATS using the Unified Assessment base URL for that connection, plus your partner API key. One important note here, some integrations may require extra identifiers during setup. Treat this step as integration-specific onboarding. Verify requirements per ATS before you go live. Next, publish packages. This is required. Recruiters can't order an assessment until the ATS has something to list, and that list comes from the packages you create. When you create a package, you're providing the key metadata the ATS uses to present it. ID, name, type, like skills test or video interview, plus optional fields like description, max score, and configuration. The configuration fields matter because they shape the ordering experience inside the ATS. For example, parameters the recruiter needs to fill out, whether the candidate is redirected, regional availability, cost and currency, or expected processing time. After creation, you can list packages to confirm they're published and available. Pagination here is standard limit and offset. Now we set up the webhook because orders are delivered asynchronously. Assessment orders use Unified's standard webhook system. You create a webhook targeting your endpoint, scope to the connection ID, object type assessment order, event created. That webhook fires when a recruiter places an order inside the ATS. The payload includes the order ID, the package ID, candidate and application references, job ID, and an initial status like open. Depending on the ATS, you may also receive helpful profile fields like name, email, resume URL, or IP address. On delivery, treat the webhook like production infrastructure. Validate signatures, handle retries, and make your handler idempotent. After you receive an order, your job is to turn that into fulfillment. The standard flow is validate the webhook signature, store the order in your system, issue the assessment to the candidate, track progress, and move the order through its lifecycle. Order statuses typically move from open to in progress to completed. And you should also handle failure cases, like failed or rejected. The exact transitions can vary slightly by ATS, but you want your internal workflow to map cleanly onto that normalized lifecycle. Once the candidate completes the assessment, you write results back by updating the order. This is a put to the order update endpoint using the connection ID and order ID. In the update payload, you can submit status, typically completed, score fields like response score and response max score, a results URL for the recruiter, completion timestamp, and structured attributes for a readable summary inside the ATS. This is the step that closes the loop. The recruiter sees the score, completion state, and your results linked directly in their ATS workflow. Use the assessment API when the ATS supports embedded assessment listings, and you want recruiters to initiate assessments directly inside their ATS. This is the partnership style integration pattern. Publish packages, receive orders, and push results back. Use the ATS API as a fallback when the platform doesn't support embedded assessment integrations, or when your workflow is driven by status changes, like triggering an assessment when an application hits a specific stage. In practice, most assessment providers use both. The Assessment API for ATS, platforms that support embedded listings, and the ATS API for broader coverage. Thanks for watching, and check the blog post for the complete code.